What's up, everyone? Got a user submit a game here from Law the Furious, playing as Khmer, against Shabam Jane, 14, playing as Magyars. Looks like it's on Arabia. It's around 1,000 rating, I believe. That's what he said in his email. So let's see how it goes. So the map, as you're looking at it, I would say probably want to make a lumber camp in the back. Obviously, it looks like Law of the Fears here is going for a very fast feudal age, just judging by the early boar lure there, which is not a bad idea with Khmer for sure. Garrisoning, okay. And even going for berries right away. Okay, this is going to be a very fast feudal. Scouting the map. So if we look here, I mean, obviously forward gold, all three, which is pretty unfortunate. It doesn't matter who you are, what rating you are. Especially because they're all kind of spread out in the open. So I think I'd be focused on protecting my main gold here. The two side ones you try and get in Castle Age, I suspect. I am going to guess that this is, ooh, even pushing deer, look at that. At 1,000 elo, man, I don't even push deer sometimes, so. Good stuff. And then a super fast uptime. I will say, it's going to be tough to have enough resources to build everything, I would suspect. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. I guess, yeah, you don't need a barracks, so without the barracks, maybe you can get really fast scouts. You know, I'm half tempted to fool around with this strategy that you're doing here. Just for fun. Do a team game and go double, you know, go fast scouts. Yeah, it looks like you got tons of resources. Okay, so 17 pop up. Very quick, 9 minutes. Looking good. Now, obviously, when you do these type of strategies where you're kind of going extremely aggressive, you want to make sure you do two things. One of them is you want to make sure that you find your opponent and that you can do some damage, right? I mean, if they were fully palisaded in, you'd be really annoyed because you kind of spent all that, you know. When I say spent, you kind of used you went up so early that you used resources to try and get a fast attack, and if you can't do much damage with it, then it's not as good. Just a tickle there, yeah. Okay. And yeah, if you're going with fast scouts, you know, your opponent probably will do a couple spears, I suspect. And they're Magyars, so they're going to have good scouts too, right? This is not going to be a... Yeah, okay. And you're rolling in with a Vil, 2 Vils. I'm a big fan of this, by the way. This lumber pit's going to be a bit overcrowded soon, I would say. Yeah, start building farms for sure. Okay. Yeah, and this is good. The second he fights back, I wouldn't fight. Okay. But you can definitely try and distract a little bit. Okay, good job. That was good. Well done. Looks like a pretty smooth economy behind it too. The funny thing is, you're doing this against the Civ Magyars, who are also extremely good at scout rushes, so I would definitely agree with finishing your wall in kind of style here. And fight back whenever you have more scouts than they do. If you spot this and you see they're chasing you around, turn around and fight. Gives you some extra, you know, basically a cost-effective fight. So, second you see it's equal, or, you know, I'd probably run away. Maybe you can't add spears, so you got to keep adding scouts until you're fully walled in, I guess. Oh, by the way, second you think you're fully walled, you got to check. Right-click, villager just outside. And you got to run the scout somewhere else because, okay, you're trying to finish it here. By the way, that's not closed yet, and even if it is, it's... Okay, you managed to notice. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, okay, that works. Now it looks like you're fully walled in here. Nice smooth economy too. Yeah, might as well go for Waller villagers. If you spotted this, you could take one of them out. Yeah. Look at the HP anytime you see something. Yeah, there you go. Nice job. I'm gonna get the second one too. Oh man. Good work. Your opponent's kicking himself right now. And yeah, I agree with this. Just wall behind. Repair wall behind, and you got a nice fast castle age coming in here too. It looks like you'll be up. Yeah, this is actually looking like a pretty smooth build, I would say. Going with the double lumber camp. Okay, fair enough. When you only have 8 on wood, it's probably not the biggest deal if you leave them on 1, but 2 is more efficient than 1, I would say. Probably recommend a gate somewhere too. I don't know, here maybe? That single tile pointing outwards. Just so that your knights can get out pretty easy. Gold mining, bloodlines. Oh, this is looking pretty smooth. From your opponent's perspective, what he should be doing is, it looks like he's doing it with 2 villagers kind of walling in. If your opponent's going to the next stage and you know it's going to be knights, you want to have at least a single layer palisade around the whole thing. And just make it so it's easy to wall behind. Because if not, knights can do a lot of damage. So I would also recommend the wood upgrade here. And you got the resources for it, which you do. Forward with 2 bills, okay. You're against Magyars. You're just you're against Magyars too. This is interesting. Okay. I mean, a lot of scouts there. Okay, looks like you'll clean him up. If I was him, I'd focus your bill and then leave. Just yeah, looks like he might get it there. Okay, nice quick waltz. Look at that. You got the whole box. Good job. Saved your veil there. And this is a great fight for you, by the way. Very cost effective. Your opponent has like tons of upgrades, you know. Obviously he's got Magyars, so he's got the free attack upgrades, but even with the armors too. In a night war, you know, you don't always need that last armor upgrade that early. It's expensive. You'd almost rather have 3 more knights in a case like this. Okay. I think also, the second you're having a night war like this, instead of adding a siege shop, add a monastery with your Vil. Where'd your Vil go anyway? Anyways. Are you booming? No, you're not. Okay, so you're going all in, which I think is a good idea here. Because your opponent's not even fully walled yet. And in these night games, it's if you're already winning cost effectively, you might as well just keep it going. Yeah, 4 knights against 2. This is very, very well done. But yeah, Magyars, as you can see, the Magyar bonus is kind of kicking in here. The extra two upgrades. Even so, if you have equal knights, you'll lose this fight, right? I'd be running here for sure. And it's hard to watch the upgrades. It doesn't matter who you are, but you kind of do have to watch them here. Yeah, husbandry, that's not a bad idea. You might even want to add a 3rd stable, I don't know. And look at that. Like, if you're getting to this all-out YOLO, you know, like, you're both fighting here. Yeah, I agree with the extra stables. By the way, add one elephant, too. Khmer elephants are fast speed, and don't add barracks yet. It's too early. There's still a lot going on. You kind of, if you win the fight, you want to be mobile too. So if you add a barracks, it'll kind of slow you down. Once you win the army fight, or you're going to be able to push with siege, then you want to add the pikemen. Right now, knights are still cost effective against spears, and this is looking like a dicey fight for you. I think he has more knights than you by like a little bit, and you need if you had an elephant here, you could deal with this, I think, but he's just got Magyars, so it's just too much. Yeah, and as you can see, he kind of took that fight, and it's going to be... And there's so many on low hit points, so if you had just a couple more knights here, or 2 elephants, you would have cleared that up, I think. Even now, it's all in low HP, so... But, obviously this is still not a great fight. It kind of snowballs. There you go, you got an elephant out. See, as you can see, it basically just took a couple out and made him retreat. So... earlier that gets out, the better. Now you can probably cancel that siege shot and use the wood, I mean, if you're paying attention to that, but... And your opponent's pushing here too. Yeah, pick the villager off, snipe it, and then just, yeah. Obviously with that defense, I agree. Yeah, so you have enough elephants there to defend now. Your gold's so nasty though, so forward. Not much you can do about that. Now I disagree with your opponent going double siege shot. It's probably an overcommit when you're still making an army. I don't even think you need a siege shot here, to be honest. If I was adding anything, I'd add a monastery if I were you. That way if he converts your elephants, or you can convert his knights, or but definitely keep making army. You're gonna need as much as possible here. Now with those pikemen, it's gonna be a pain. So it looks like he is kind of killing the elephants there. And here I think it gets really tough. And by the way, it looks like he hasn't boomed that much, just more focused on army. And this is how the game, you know, Age of Empires always is a snowball-y type game. And in your case, losing that one fight over here, just not too far away from this, it was not good. And now it's tough to get your footing back. Barracks are good. Yeah, I mean, barracks are good. Probably want to repair that house because you also get in. Yeah, there you go. But even with this town center is what I'm worried about. Make sure he can break in here. I want a wall behind it. Good job. Jumping in the house, using the Khmer bonus. Yeah, and here's where he's going for that TC. If you want to leave the house and go out this front side, hopefully save some villagers here. But yeah, as you can tell, it's getting pretty dicey here. Second that... Oh, okay, so when this TC is about to go down, usually what I do is, if even before it hits 500 hit points, where all your vills pop out, you know, jump out a little early. Jump out a little premature. You know this town center is going down, and send it to this TC. And at least some of those villagers will make it away, and the rest will kind of run into this score, you know, and convert the knights here. And it's still looking like a tough fight here. You might win this fight, but it'll be close. Pretty close, yeah. Now you do want to garrison a little bit, or at least build a castle with all the stone you got. And if you are fighting knights with the armor, get the fletching upgrade. It'll help this town center, you know, be very, very good at killing pikemen. Looks like you cleared up the knights, and the castle's kind of stopping him. Still a bit of a tough spot, yeah. GG. I think I'd call it there too. He's got your forward gold and got a few town centers. Yeah, lots of vills. But yeah, anyways, I don't think this was you know, I think that this game, you know, you kind of played against a civ that's perfect for fighting against, you know, doing a cav war. I would say when they got the free upgrades, and even the scout war, right? I mean, Magyar scouts are amazing. So even though you did get a couple villagers, I think. What I would have recommended is after you hit Castle Age and you did 2 stables, start making some knights. But instead of just fighting his knights, I would say actually try and go around. Try and find spots to hit his economy. And at the same time, build that second TC here. Maybe build one out here even. And essentially do 2 stables and then a monastery. And you're going to do knights, maybe a couple elephants if you need them, if he starts trying to attack you and trying to overwhelm you. A couple monks, pick up the relics. You got a bunch that are really close to your base. And then also convert any knights that come through. And pikemen, I would say, you know, obviously you might have had to at some point, but you want to hold off on that as long as possible if you can kind of use regular army to hold on. And if your opponent gets +2 armor, just get the fletching upgrade at the blacksmith, and then TCs can still do lots of damage to knights. So you can just always try and keep your monks near your TCs, make elephants, you know, make some knights. If he does siege, just focus fire the siege with your cavalry, and try and convert knights with your monks, and try and do some raids. I mean, obviously he was pretty walled in, so it might have not done a ton, but at least it would distract. And that's what you need sometimes when you're booming. So overall, also I'd say you got very unlucky with all your goal positions. I mean, basically 2/3 is very forward and 1/3 is still out in the open. But yeah, good game. Thanks for sending this, Law of the Furious, and hope that helps a little bit. yeah, till next time. Take care. Good luck.